On today's episode, I use alcohol. I speak Russian. Headlight restoration. Fixing the rear door. A car wash. And my first E90 drive impressions.
Whee! BMW! 2, 1. Wow!
Let's get started.
Hey guys, hopefully you guys can see me okay, because this mirror needs to be worked on. This mirror is supposed to be like an actual mirror, not that dark, unless there is like a strong headlight beam or something at night, then it becomes this dark. It's called the automatic dimming function or something like that, and I need to do something about this. I actually came across a video, the guy that fixes it, which it's basically 2 layers. I'll show you guys. So let's first take this mirror apart. Did I just break it? There is a connector here. Here's a better view of the mirror and all of this damage from whatever caused this to happen. I already started taking out this kind of gasket here, and I noticed this crack here. Now hopefully this crack is in the top layer, which I don't need, but if it is in the actual mirror, then I'm doing all of this for nothing. So I'm gonna actually heat it. Yep. Okay, maybe I don't need to. Just slowly. Let me heat this up. Yeah, it's coming out much easier now. Alright, so here it is in one piece. And now there's this also black line that goes all the way around, and that's also glue with the 2 layers. So let's heat it up a little more and try to separate them. Got this blade. Carefully. Yeah, you see it start to separate there with all these bubbles or whatever. Take my time with... Okay. Okay, so this broke here, which tells me that the crack would have been in the top layer. Which I guess makes sense, because I barely bent this when I was taking it out. And it must have just broke because the first layer took more sun abuse over the years. And there we have it. You can see that corner, that's what it should end up looking like after we clean this with some alcohol. So I'll be right back. All right, we got our microfiber, we got our alcohol, and let's see what happens. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is definitely not broken, thank God. And thankfully my driver's side mirror, this is the passenger side one, my driver's side mirror is in good condition. I don't know if the dimming function works on it, but at least in the daylight it is clear. So there we go, got all of it out. The rest will be covered by this cover when we put it on in the end. So okay, well the nice thing about this is that the heating function should work, since we did not destroy it. This is what I'm going to be using, ultra black, whatever, gasket maker. This is an interesting way of opening it, so it's coming out of here, but whatever, we'll just go with that. So that's a better view, so let's put this mirror in, just like that. And yeah, we're gonna have to clean all this extra stuff. Ideally, we do not want to make a mess like I'm doing, but I think we should be alright. This does take quite a bit to dry, so I'm just trying to get as much of it as I can. That will be on motorcycle battery. Yeah, this should work.
course, the headlights also needed some sanding down and polishing, so I did already do the passenger side, which is on the left side of the screen, and I was just about getting started on the other side. By this point in time, I had done maybe 3 or 4 sets of headlights. I did my Honda Ridgeline headlights, I did some Skyline headlights, and that's a great video. You guys can see it on my channel. I'll have a link up on the right side of the screen, I think, and also in the description for that video. It's really good. It shows you all the steps in detail, and this method has never failed me till this day. So I'm very comfortable using it, and it has some great results. Definitely make sure to check out that video. And this is the result after we did it, and look at that. This looks almost 95.5% better than what they looked like. There is still 4.5%, you know, you could make them look like showroom quality, but I'm not gonna bother with that. This is how they looked like when I first purchased the car, so I am really happy with how they look now. They definitely changed the color, or I guess how the car looks like in general, yeah, especially with the wheels. So really glad with that, and now we can move on to the door. Well, one important thing this car also needs is fixing the rear door, which includes a new actuator, well, a used one that hopefully works, and a regulator fix kit for the window that doesn't want to go up and down. This is the regulator that came out of the car, and it's broken. And what's wrong with it is this plastic piece that holds the glass, part of it is missing. So we are going to put this actuator aside and start working on this. Now this comes with a new clip, new wire, new pulley, pretty much everything we should be needing to fix this. So just have to figure out how to do it in terms of the steps. So it looks like this just kind of comes out like that. Okay. I think I'm just gonna I might even just keep the wires. This is the other wire that was kind of wrapped on itself. It's kind of bent and weird, so I might replace this wire. But the other wire looks fine, so I'm just going to keep it. Yeah, this wire looks fine. It's wrapped up pretty good. I'm also going to keep the old pulley because it works. And it has some grease on it already, so I don't need to worry about that. So we'll take one of the new wires here. We'll get one spring. There we go. Don't need that stuff. And this black thing comes with it, but this black thing doesn't. So I think I'm just gonna... Here we go. And that goes on here. I'm guessing this is to protect the glass from being scratched or whatever, or to help with the vibrations, noise, I don't know, but yeah, you can tell the part that's broken. It's this piece that holds the upper spring. I wonder if the wire is different because, yeah, the wire design is definitely different. So we're gonna have to replace the wires actually. So we'll take out the old wire from the pulley and we'll remember how it went. And we'll take it out from there. We'll throw it on the ground. And we'll get a new wire, a new spring. And put it through here. Hopefully the pulley is the same. Yeah, the pulley seems to be the same. So that's good. So there we go. And that goes through here. We will also steal some of this grease and put it on the spring here to squeeze this. Hopefully I don't break it because that would suck. pliers are not the greatest solution here. I think we'll throw this pulley down here, and that way we could pull. It seems to be working. I must be doing something wrong here. Well, I got a spring and a half in there, so we just need to get the other spring in. Just try to push it in. Well, I might need to cheat and go and watch a video, so we'll be back. Did watch the video. Of course, it looks so easy on the video. So this comes in like this, and he pulls it back. And then same idea for this one. Again, I'm gonna use the pulley that's jammed up in there. I'm gonna pull. And then the back of the spring comes in first, and there we go. Look at that. So you just have to have enough, pulling on both sides to make sure it's all seated in there correctly. Now we'll get our pulley back. Is this the end result? Is this supposed to be loose like that? Let's see the video. Okay, so now here's the fun part. I'm actually gonna replace the pulley because I don't know if they're different with the new kit, but since we're using the 2 new wires for the new kit, I'm just gonna play it safe and use the new pulley. So we have it laid out like that, and this wire from the bottom, from the full pulley thing, comes into the area away from the teeth. The teeth are here. And from there, you start wrapping till we maybe get to here. And then the other wire comes in at the bottom and also starts to wrap. Here we go. And now it's not like very tensioned or anything, but it's pretty good. And if you see, it does move our pulley. That's where that clears there, and that is there. That's where all these clips go. Now, if we move this, see, everything is moving. It's probably not the right kind of grease to use, but this is for wheel bearings and it's pretty smooth. So I'm just gonna use it. Throw some in here. I should have probably added grease before adding the black housing thing, but that's okay. Some grease to the wire. A lot smoother now. All right, so here's our door. Everything, all the door panel, everything is off from previously diagnosing what was wrong with the door. Got some tools that we're most likely gonna need. And I think I'm gonna start with the door actuator because it's all the way back there. You can see the barcode there. Some Torx. Got 1 on this side and 2 on this side. You have a wire that holds the outer door handle to the actual actuator, so you have to kind of feel where it is, and it's the back side of it. And mine looks like, nope, it's still attached. As much as it wants to go, hold it with my left hand, and then with my right hand, go in there, find the wire, and just, yep, you gotta pull out the top clip first and then the bottom clip. And now it should just come out like so. Here we go, it's the old one. And we have our new, I do this because it's used, but that one goes, see, it says 09 E90, so it says RD, which worries me. Is this a right door? Okay, maybe it's just mislabeled because it definitely looks identical to this, so that's good. Okay, that worried me a little bit, but whatever. So now this is where the 2 clips go. The top clip for the door, the lower clip, that goes, so
always easier to remove this than install it, but okay, there we go, it's in there. And again, I'm gonna push it up as much as it will go. I'll hold it with my left hand here, and then get the wire first, feel where it's supposed to go. There we go, 2 clicks. Screws. And let's test it. So if I lock my door, I'm just gonna use this. Outer door handle works, so that's good. Now we'll take care of our window regulator, which goes, first we'll get our motor. And 3. Well, we overdid 3 and we kind of broke it a little bit, but it's still nice and strong in there, so I'm just not gonna worry about that. Start putting this in. Just put some of the wires out of the way, and we're gonna go like this. Stuff is happening. A button bolt that comes out from here, so there we go. And then we'll do the top one. There's also a third one that comes out from here. There we go. Should have a third nut somewhere. I think I might have lost my third nut that goes here, but it's not a big deal. We'll just find the backup. Alright, we've got some nuts to try from our magic drawer, and looks like number 1 is a success, so that's perfect. Yeah, now we just remove this tape and cardboard stuff that's been holding the window for this last week, and lower and make sure that it falls into the plastic clip. Yeah, there's a hole in the window and it really doesn't want to line up. Got our random tools here that hopefully will help us. Oh, okay. There we go. So you'd have to squeeze the plastic piece and the glass together enough, just like 2 millimeters of pressure, so that you can get the clip into the hole. And now it should be pretty good to go. There we go. Perfect. And these wires went to the window switch, if I remember correctly. So, oh, and I think I forgot this one. There's a plane in the sky. Did forget to mention this one. So this one goes into the white thing here on the actuator. Hey, so you have this white thing that was here, and you have this. So the white thing goes in first by itself. Easy. And then this goes in there and it clicks in once. There's a gap there, and there we go. And that's the lock, unlock. You have the wire that goes through here, and this comes in through here. I don't know if this is factory, but it was like this, so I'm just gonna keep it like this. Everything is good here. All right, perfect. So we got this foam thing back on. And we have our door panel, which first gets a connection. Actually, before we put that on, let's test our actuator and window. So, window down, automatic. It's not automatic up. Maybe that's just how it is. All right, there we go, perfect. Let's test our door. So, unlock, there we go. Lock, unlock, and lock. There we go. There we go. Got it. Click twice to unlock all the doors. Click once to just unlock the driver door, like most cars. Okay, so we have, looks like we're ready to put back our door panel on. So it has this cable, of course, attached to it, to the handle. So it ends with this black piece here, which goes to this metal hook thing on the actuator. And I think it just goes on like, there we go. You can test it by pulling and see what's happening there. The window switch has a connection at the bottom, so don't forget this wire. There we go. That's all connected. Make sure you got all your clips all around. I got one broken one here, so that's fun. Don't forget your locking mechanism. It goes through the hole up here, top left. I should just slam into place, hopefully.
Here we go. Yeah, so we have our 3 black Torx screws here that they go, so it's a T20. Here we go, our door panel's on pretty good. So now we have 2 trim pieces to install. Just gonna get some alcohol and wipe this to wipe whatever tape was used to hold this back. We will install this, which clips on. Perfect fit. Throw this where it needs to go. Our door works because if I lock it, I can just unlock it, lock our door, and unlock our door. So that's perfect. Well, guess what? Did find the nut that we lost, but anyways, and that's fixed.
I then did what every responsible car owner should do and washed their cars just before it's about to rain. So did blow up all the leaves beforehand using my leaf blower, and then proceeded to use the hose and some like 1 gallon water container that's full of soap to just give the car a good wash. And yeah. And this is what pops up in my mind when someone tells me BMW. This black color that really modifies all the body lines on the car, and you know, the wheels that go well with it, and the clean look of the car absolutely makes it wonderful. I did post a YouTube short after washing the car. You guys might have seen it. I'll link it down in the description and here as well. But now finally I'll leave you with this last part of our video today, which is my first actual test drive with you guys on board.
Hey guys, so cold start of the BMW. So we'll key in and starts up no problem. Nothing, no weird lights, just some warnings for setting the clock and stuff like that. Okay, so that's good. We'll idle a little bit, and you know, in this test drive we want to see how the car feels and drives, and you know, if everything checks out. It is a 170,000 miles, 1,000-mile car, so my expectations are not here, they're not also here, they're somewhere in between. So I mean, as long as we don't have any like crazy suspension stuff or like wheel bearing noise or shifting transmission stuff, then I think we should be good to go. But yeah, I mean, let's go ahead and wait a little bit for it to warm up. I don't see like you know, most cars will have like the warm-up thing gauge, but I don't have a temperature gauge here for some reason. While we do that, I mean, we can maybe talk about, you know, price breakdown of how much money we spent on the car so far, and how much money I expect to make on it. It's gonna have to be like a range, because like I said, I haven't sold the car yet, obviously, and but it is pretty close, and you know, it's gonna be a good profit nonetheless, I think. So hopefully we can get a good number for it. But I mean, as far as, you know, present time, so far we bought the car for $1,300 and we spent how much? We spent 2 grand in total on the car. There are things that I tried and the car didn't really need, but it was one of those like, you know, fixed guess stuff, which is not a good idea usually, but I mean, it's cheap enough to try. And, you know, there are some things that we actually fixed with the car, and you know, like the doors and the door window and stuff, the mirrors. So that's good. And most importantly, the crank sensor that was not even bolted in. So that's all great news. And we'll just move on to the test drive now. I think the car's warmed up. Oh, just buckle ourselves in. All right, let's go. I'm gonna try not to hit the wall, because that would be an extra expense on the wall, of course, because BMW is gonna break the wall. It's made in Germany. Okay. We are driving. I don't think this car is low enough to scrape. Okay, we're good. We didn't scrape on the asphalt. That's good. Wow. Actually, the pedal, the throttle response is pretty good. As soon as you give it just a little touch of gas, it already wants to go. So that's... Oh, we got a speed humps here. Ouch. Our front thin tires are not happy because they're thin and the bumps are not... Oh man. Okay, we're gonna have to go slow on bumps because yeah, our front tires are very thin. Our rear tires don't have that problem. I think because of the weight on them, there isn't like an engine above them, and also because they're like 40s instead of 35s profile. So that's good. Anyways, we have like a drag car look, like the rears are bigger than the front. Okay, well hopefully it's not very dark in here. I'll even like roll up the window a little bit so we can get some light in. Hopefully not a lot of noise for our microphone. Which, by the way, the microphone is getting some signal with the SOS system in the car, like this crazy button up here. And because my microphone is wireless and it does interfere with it, so it kind of like pops up a warning like, hey, your SOS thing is not working because, yeah, it's getting some interference. Okay, let's not get the noise in. Well, but yeah, I mean, so far we are in like 3rd or 4th gear. Just can't tell, but just feeling it. And man, car drives awesome. This is actually very, very wonderful. We're doing 40 miles an hour, no noises, no steering wheel vibrations. The car is not trying to go here or there. It's driving straight. So that's awesome. We don't have any like wheel bearing issues. What else? What else? Our steering wheel is feeling great. Man, yeah, I mean, the suspension is just like almost, I won't say like a brand new car, but it's because I haven't really driven a lot of brand new cars, believe it or not. But yeah, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it so far as like drivetrain and suspension. So that's great news. The market right now for a car like this with these wheels and stuff like that, and brand new tires and no problem, no check engine lights and nothing, even though it's a 170,000 mile car, it still goes for about, you know, it's just a wide range. Like it goes from like 4,000 to 6,000, and it depends on a lot of things. We're doubling our money anyways, and yeah, I think we just got it for like a really good price. You know, and I think doubling your money in a month is not such a bad situation. So it's actually a very good opportunity. But most importantly, we did have it on the channel. We documented our fixes, and we have it, you know, in the future we'll look back and we'll see like, wow, this is where this channel starts. This is where this channel started. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna have to stop here till this light, till all these cars go by. Yeah, I mean, this is just an awesome car, man. I really, and as soon as you give it some gas, you really feel it, like not like a Tesla or a GTR, but you know, BMW kind of push, a sweet little German push. I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I did verify all our lights are working, of course, and we're legal to drive at night, so we shouldn't get pulled over. But yeah, I mean, it's not like we're speeding or anything, so we're doing it. We are about to go onto the highway, not a highway, but like a, you know, a limited access sort of road here, and we can kind of push it a little bit. So 3,000 RPM, 4,000. Wow, we're doing 60. Woo! Man, this is awesome. This is a nice car. This is a nice car. My only problem with this car is how the frick do you unlock the doors? There's usually like an unlock and lock like thing to press here, but I just don't see it anywhere, you know. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. Every time I say that, I keep looking, but I know I can't see it. I can't find it. If someone knows where it is on BMWs, I mean, let me know. But I don't know if there's such a thing. There's the one in the keys, of course, the unlock and lock, but there isn't one here. I just find that weird. I don't know. Maybe that's a normal thing for BMWs. I'm just ignorant. This is my first German car. I've never. The closest German thing I've had was my motorcycle that was essentially built by BMW. It's a Husqvarna TR650 Strada, and that was made in 2013. And at that time, the Husqvarna was owned by BMW, and you know, BMW did the motor and everything. So that really, and I absolutely loved that bike. Absolutely loved it. You know, it seemed a little bit more complicated than the other bikes, but it was pretty like reliable. Yes, it had like very low miles. Maybe that's why it was reliable. But look at this car, 170,000 miles, and inline six N52 engine, naturally aspirated. You give it some gas and it wants to go right away. Like insane. That's just insane. This is the highest miles car also that I've actually maybe even driven. I'm impressed, man. This is it's quite the rig. It's quite the rig. I'm not saying like BMW is perfect in general, but I think they did a good job with this car, at least mechanically wise. I don't know electronics anything. We really didn't have like any major problems electronically with this car. I don't know if it's just we're lucky, or is this car actually like built well in terms of electronics and coding and programming, stuff like that. But I know it has like 50,000 computers, you know. It's probably like 60 under the seat as I'm speaking, so I don't know, but this, we didn't have to mess with any of that stuff, thankfully. So I don't know if we're just lucky or yeah, whatever. So yeah, but mechanically, you know, just bolting back in the sensor and figuring out our intake leak, that's it. That's awesome. This car runs wonderful. We didn't have any like blue smoke coming out of the exhaust. Like our valve seals are good. Our piston rings are sealing well. So we're not burning any oil. Our spark plugs look decent. Coils all tested, pretty good. No misfires. There goes our SOS error message. And that's just because my microphone is interfering with the signal. But yeah, I mean, this is awesome, man. This is really happy with how this turned out to be. So I mean, we have this car on the market. We're gonna sell it, and we're gonna have more and more projects on the channel. So stay tuned. You know, always subscribe, guys. It helps me a lot, and you know, it gives me extra motivation to keep posting these videos. You know, one day we're gonna be huge. Like this channel is gonna blow up, and I do mean it. And you know, I did start like a TikTok, Instagram to support my page, and you know, make sure to go there. You know, if you have TikTok or Instagram, like follow the page, Sammy Zag, and you know, stay tuned for more videos. I always post, like I'll also try to like post small videos of things, but the problem now is I only have this one build, so I'm trying to like get more cars. I'm always on the lookout for new projects, especially like weird looking projects, like you know, like enthusiast stuff, like projects that are not, you know, at this point in time, I'm just taking any project that I get. But you know, once I get like 2 or 3 cars in, you know, I'll definitely try to be like more like aiming for specific kind of cars. I don't know what kind of cars yet, but I mean, you know, I've never had a German car before, so there it is. That's my first German car, and I absolutely love this car. I can only imagine like the M3, how it actually like feels and everything. It is a different engine. I think it's like the E90s come with like a V8, but I mean, or a V10. No, the M5 is a V10. But I mean, this is awesome, man. This is just, like I said, I only own it for a month, but I'm happy with how it feels and everything. Okay, so other than that, yeah, so stay on the lookout. There is a new project coming in. I already bought the car. I don't want to reveal it yet, but it's going to be very, very soon on the channel, or maybe even a reveal on Instagram or TikTok or something. But yeah, I mean, once it gets here, we'll do a video of it. And you know, once this car sells, I'll confirm what I actually sold it for. But like I said, I'm expecting to sell it anywhere between 4,000 to 6,000. Depends on offers I get and how fast I get offers. So at least we're gonna double our money on this car. So I'm really happy. I'm glad. Thank you guys for sharing the journey on this car. It was a brief one with 3 videos, and the reason I could have made a lot more videos on this, and be very detailed on my fixes. But I just wanted to get it done quickly. And yeah, quickly is good when you're making money on cars. But you don't, you know, feeling rushed making videos and stuff, I don't know if I like that. So I think I'm gonna take my time, especially if it's a build that deserves to be very, very well documented on my channel. So I mean, we'll just have to wait and see in the future. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Subscribe, like, drop your comments, any questions, any ideas. What do you think of this BMW 3 Series platform? This is a 328. I know there's like the 335s, there's the coupes. They're just wonderful cars. I don't know, like they're everywhere. If you go on the market, they're everywhere. I don't know if that's because there's just like a lot of them. They're common, you know, people like them, or is it because they break down a lot and people don't like them? But yeah, I mean, absolutely love this car. I'd like to own like an E46, an E30, an E92. I'd like to get like a, you know, all the, even like an X5 or an X6. You know, so I really like these cars, man. BMWs just have their own thing. I absolutely love their cars. So anyways, guys, not gonna make this too long for you guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe again. I did say that like 4 times now. And have a good day. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Wee! BMW!
Wow, I've been on this road for like a good 10 minutes now. I don't know which city I'm in. Which city is this? Wow. Am I still in Florida? It still looks like Florida. Okay. Why am I keeping the left lane? Now I'm really stuck on this road.